Okay, sir.
Okay.
For my own, let me say, for my own personal curiosity,
Okay.
what do you think? What are the signs that a new project might be overhyped and not deliver value?
And the thing is, the question is really a tough one. I won't dive deeply into it.
But sir, is it even possible
Okay.
for a project to be overhyped and will not deliver
Okay.
value?
The thing is, let me say this to us. Sometimes it's the intention of the developer. Again, I might have a project that I want the project to, because of the projection I have for that project, I am placing a price. Now, what people buy most times, they buy into the vision that you give. They are not buying what it is now, because there are properties in Ekpe that is selling for 50 million naira. Okay. Yes, there are properties in Ekpe now. They are buying Ekpe for 10 years now. That's why I say I really don't want to go into it, because some of the things I'll be talking about are things that are surrounding the environment, and I don't want to get carried away. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to projects, I might have a good intention that this is what I want to do. So one of the things that can affect those the question that you asked is source of fund. I might have the intention that, okay, this is where I want to do this project, but because of accessibility to funds, there's no longer money to continue the projects, and before you know, those projects just linger. And you investor will feel like, oh, this person just want to come and just eat our money and run. No, there are certain things that were supposed to be in place. There were certain things that the developer thought he was going to get, but at the long run, this thing didn't happen.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Alpha Podcast. I'm your host, Chioma. With me is my co-host,
Oluwaseun.
We are so excited you tuned in today, and we are talking about how new infrastructures boost real estate value. We have a guest, the MD, CEO of Cabana Homes Limited, the one whose impact has been felt in the real estate industry, Mr. Andy Bokoro. You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
For once, I was lost. I didn't know you were actually introducing me. I didn't know I was that special and important.
Wow,
but anyway, Afama, thank you for making me feel this great and important in the industry. The topic you just mentioned is something that is so intriguing, and I'm connecting with the topic already, and I'm hoping to put more light on the topic. So as we go on, I'm happy about it. So
okay, sir.
I'm ready for the questions and all.
Also, we are ready for what you are about to unleash. And thank you very much, sir, once again. It's a great privilege to have you in our midst. We really appreciate you. So about the topic, how new infrastructures, how it boosts the real estate. Yes. So this question I'm about to ask, curiosity might be flying around. People want to know about it. They want to get more information. So my first question to you is, what's the link between infrastructure and property value?
Okay, the link between infrastructure and property value.
Yes.
Okay, they both fall into the same family.
Okay.
So I'll use this analogy to explain or elaborate on what you just said.
Okay.
Property value and infrastructure are brothers from the same family. So I would liken infrastructure to be the key, while the property value the door. Now the reason why I say that the door is because property value is stagnant, it's stationary, it doesn't move. But while the infrastructure is the one that is a game changer. So once you put the key, it determines the price, how the price goes up and down. So the infrastructure is a major determinant. In fact, it's the foundation that determines the price, how price goes up and how price comes down when it comes to it. So just imagine an infrastructure in a place. If a place does not have good access road, if it does not have connectivities around those areas, just imagine you're buying location, you bought a property, say in a particular location. I don't want to mention name because I don't want to downplay on any location for now. Just imagine you bought a property in a particular location based on certain projection. That okay, in the next 5-10 years to come, certain things are going to happen. Certain government projects are going to come into a particular location, and you keyed into it. But probably you bought it for 1 million naira. So 5 years came, those projects, for some reason, the project halted, and nothing happened in those places. So you can see how the infrastructure can affect the value of the property. So that's it for me.
So you said that the property value and infrastructures are like
brothers.
The link is
coming from this,
siblings.
They're siblings. That's the right word to use.
So the second question is, why do airports and highway drive the land prices up?
Okay, the thing is, not just airports and highways skyrocket prices in certain locations, but those are major determinants. Do you know why I said that? Because those are big projects. We have projects like the Dangote refinery, the seaports too. Those are big projects. Now, if anyone, meanwhile, let me say this: real estate is all about projections, selling projections. Now, just in those days when we're taking people to site, we told people that here is Dangote refinery. It was just a proposed site. Don't get me wrong. There was nothing that was seen. It was just a bare land. So many people, I could see the expressions on their face that this is one of those gimmicks. This is one of those real estate people talking. And I'm like, man, this is what I'm saying is actually true. So, but what I'm trying, let me come back. Let me not deviate from the question, so that I will not.
Yeah.
So just imagine the Lekki-epe International Airport is a proposed one. Yes, we also have the international airport. Now, what this thing does is it brings influx of activity into that place. Now, population to also create demand. So if people are coming to a certain place because of what is to come, people are not just coming themselves; they are coming with their families. Yes. So each person is coming with their family. Before you know, the whole area is populated, greatly populated. Before you know, schools will spring up. Before you know, hospitals will come. So those are the things. Before I have a property in that location, because of activities happening, there are jobs. Just imagine if the airport is actually functional in the next 5 years to come from now. Imagine the kind of job creation that is going to create. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is this: activities drives price. It creates about demand. Once activity, it brings development in the place. So those are the things. So just imagine these two projects you just mentioned, the coastal road. I don't want to even talk about the coastal road because the coastal road on its own is a bomb. It's a bomb. It's an explosion that is waiting to happen around Ibeju Lekki. So people are going ahead. You know, real estate, they said, find out where the people are going to. Before you get there, you buy the land. So if you're a wise person, as you know that people are going into a particular direction, that means there's something there. If you are seeing a place where bees are, you know that there's honey there. So that's how we real estate people, like whenever people are going to a place, if you're a smart investor, you key into that before the crisis.
So you see things as a real estate developer. You see things ahead. Things the investors are not even seeing.
You're right.
Wow. That's a great explanation.
Thank you.
I'm really wowed, honestly. I'm really wowed. And can you give a real life example where new projects boosted real estate?
Okay. I was already trying to answer this question already.
Okay.
Yes, I made mention of Dangote refinery, the seaport. Yes. Those projects, this is a live scenario. I'm talking about 5 years ago. I'm talking about 6 years ago. There was an experience that happened. There was something that happened. In those days, the Dangote road is not what it is 5 years ago from now. Now, in those times, when we were taking clients to site, you know what just came to mind? There was a flash that just happened. There's a particular lady inside a vehicle, a very popular, when she was shouting, leave me, like they carry me, they go, I don't know, like that kind of scenario. If you are taking a client down to that side, I'm telling you, the clients will have to like, please, where are you carrying me to? I want to come back. I want to go back because that's how that place is. So you can imagine the Dangote refinery, the seaport, how that place alone has been able to boost economic activities in that area. Lands that we're selling for a certain amount, I won't mention the amount, but lands that we're selling for a certain amount are now things that we can afford now. Yes, an average person cannot afford the property in those locations because of why? Because of those major projects. So Dangote refinery is one of the biggest projects that has happened to Ibeju Lekki as a whole. Even going down, affecting Ekpe. So you can see how price in those areas have been able to skyrocket over the time. So I made mention of Dangote refinery. We also have the free trade zone. We also have other projects around the side. So those things are things that you yourself, you can see it happening. You can see these things happening. So I don't need to talk more. If I'm taking a client to site now, then we have to shout, we have to scream, we have to do all kind of body movement just to convince the client to buy a product. To buy the but right now, taking the client to site, I really don't have to say anything. Why? Because going to site alone has convinced the clients to key in because of those projects I have seen. So I'm not just telling you to key into a project that is not seen. I'm asking you to buy into something that you can see, something that is visible for the client, and it's convincing enough for the client to key into those projects. So those are what those projects. It also helps us as developer because we don't need to beg clients to come and buy. Because real estate is all about selling value, not about selling the product.
That's
so that's just.
I also remember back then that like one of our properties that was selling for a very affordable amount, like it was very low. But the moment they started building the roads, that Elekos roads down, now that property now has it has actually tripled. It has tripled, and that is a very good value for that property because the infrastructures really helped to build the price. Yeah, the price.
And one thing I love about infrastructure that you mentioned earlier is the job opportunity. We can talk about the thousands of employers that works at Dangote refinery.
Yes.
Thousands of them.
Yes,
and also the developmental value also, where you now see people who want to come and build their own houses, either for hotels, shotlets, and all of that. The place will not be as deserted as it used to be before. Yeah, you see people coming,
even building their own business,
yes, or schools and all of that.
Yes,
so that's a good one.
It's a great thing.
So now, our next question is: how does better accessibility affect investors?
Well, okay. The thing is, when buying a property, my buying power is connected to my emotions. Yeah, man is an emotional being. If we are not satisfied about it, maybe if you're having a certain feeling about something, it affects your mood to buy. So I already answered this question too, but let me come in this angle.
Okay.
Just imagine a client that you're taking to site, and you're not getting to the site. You're from this point, you're pointing down there. That's like, okay, that's where your land is. Where is my land? You're pointing, that's where you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
A client, now if I want to use my hard-earned money, that's why I said man is an emotional being. The reason why is so is because for me to take out my hard-earned money to be able to put into something to buy, mind you, that money I've gone through a whole lot of insult from my boss, from a place of work, to be able to save that. So it takes some level of sacrifice for me to bring out that money to want to buy that property. So that means it must really be worth it. It must really be worth it. So what? Just imagine I'm paying for something and I cannot stand on what I'm paying for. So accessibility to land affects the client's mood. So if the roads are good, right now I say something about if I'm taking the client to site now, going through the Dangote route, the client will be so excited. He'll be smiling. You yourself, you'll be at peace. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to say much. All you just need to do is just say with the client. In those days, I told you earlier that I will drink 2 bottles of water, like, because we'll be talking all the way from Eleko down to Odeomi, just to keep the client engaged. The moment the client feels some form of loneliness, you're gone. That deal is off. That deal is off. So that's why we keep the clients engaged. Just let your eyes be on me. Let your eyes be on me. Just keep saying. In those days, we have to go and learn the history of Ibeju Lekki, the Lekki Town, how Awolowo was captured. You get all those things. We have to learn all those things just to keep history, just to keep the clients engaged. So that before we get to site, before my voice is out, we're already at the site. So those are the things. So once there's access road, where there's good access road to get to the property, you do less of this and you get more buyers. So
thank you very much.
Our government, please come and do our bad road for us. Please, to make the job more smooth.
No, we are seeing it already. We are seeing it happening. Kudos to the government, and we are just praying for more developments to come.
Nigeria should be like America.
The conviction for the clients, the evidence is there. You don't need to talk too much.
Right.
It's a great thing to know. And I would love to ask this question.
All right.
How can investors spot opportunities earlier?
Okay.
I mentioned that earlier.
Yes. The thing is, in life, we have the people who forecast weather. Yes, we have weather forecast. We have the astrologers that study the moon. So in the industry, there are people who are in charge of it. There are people who are able to give, even in sports, there are people who predict games. Yes, and tell them to play certain games. Once you play those games, you see, I just won again.
Like
sporty bets and all those things. So what I'm trying to say is this: in real estate industry, we also have people that project those developments that are to come, which are the realtors and the consultants. That's their field. They read in the newspaper, they get first-hand information from the government, and they begin to make these things known to the public. So what I'm trying to say for investors, stay close to your realtor. Stay close to, stay updated to your realtor, to your consultant, because they are the one that will give you updates when it comes to the real estate industry of locations to buy. Most times, I've had clients who have gotten their hands and their fingers burnt because they want to do it themselves. I'm telling you, they want to do it themselves. But the truth is, you can't understand the terrain better than who is living in it.
Yes,
this is our field. We understand the do's and don'ts. We know companies. These realtors will tell you companies to buy from. And they will tell you the companies not to buy from. So they are the intermediary when it comes to the real estate game. They are the one that links the buyers and the sellers together. So what I'm trying to say is that as you as an investor, a smart investor for that matter, stay connected to your realtor, stay updated with news. Yes, government, there are newspapers like for projects that are to come, so that you can go ahead to get those projects even before those projects are pushed out.
So we can say there are some in-house in the government, among the government, in-house in the government sector that can also pass that kind of information.
Yes. There are platforms. Yeah, I didn't mention there are platforms where you can get those informations. There are platforms. But just that is what is bothering you that you put your attention to.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? But for a realtor, this is my business. So I must get updates every day, day-to-day updates. So that's what I'm saying. Get close to your realtor. So that's it. I answered the question.
Very
all right. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. So my question is, what are the risks when it comes to banking on new infrastructures? The risks on banking.
Okay, there's nothing in this life that doesn't have risks. Sincerely, the only thing we can do is we can mitigate those risks again. One of the ways to mitigate, to reduce, taking calculated risks. So one of the ways to do that is also staying close to, let me say, connected to realtors again in this matter. Because if a new project is coming into a place, because of the demand, because of how popular that place has become, people will just go and start buying properties without doing proper vetting. They are genuine. I would say we are in the industry. They are genuine developers, and there are people who have come to make money. So just for you not to fall into the wrong hands, you need to ask questions. You need to do vetting. So it still boils down to you just relying on the realtor. He's your safe, like he's the one that will have your back. So if you want to do it yourself, fine, you can do it yourself. But to be on the safer ground, to be on the safer side, stay connected to these realtors. Let them tell you that, okay, these are the places to buy, and taking advantage of all these things. Before you know it, there are high returns that comes with it when you take advantage of new projects that are coming in. For right now, I see liking the Lekki airport, the proposed airport, to be a new project because it's still on proposed level. It's still on a proposed level. So that's why I said it's still on a new level. So take advantage of it. There are properties along the Epe corridor that are still selling, a little bit that are still selling. I guess you guys have properties in those sweet locations. So the good thing is that these projects that we are talking about, these projects are not too far from us. They are not too far from Afamac. Afamac have products in each of all these major developments that are happening. You made mention of the Coastal Road and you made mention of the International Airport. And I believe Afamac also has properties in these locations that you, our investor, can actually key into. And they come with very good price. And the good thing is that I must give you guys your flower, that the price come very pocket friendly. Come with that title. I'm telling you, with the title, it comes very yes, and it's a secure title too. So hope that is.
Was banking on new infrastructures, is it like investing on a project or investing on the property? Back to the same question I just asked you. I just want to be clear. Banking on new infrastructure, does it have to be, investing on the project that is ongoing, or is it on the property that is close?
Okay. What this means is sometimes the banking on the infrastructure is not the infrastructure. So those are government projects. You're talking about investing around to get huge returns for yourself. Now the reason why the thing is banking on it, one of the things that can affect you as a developer, as an investor coming in, there's what we call frequent change in government and government policies. Now those things can actually put a halt to some projects. You get what I'm saying? If those things put a halt to those projects, it affects the property that you're buying, definitely. So if you have the the calculation that the next 2 years I should be able to sell the property I bought for 3 million naira for 10 million naira, it's going on well. All of a sudden the project just halts. The government, there's a change of government. The new government that is coming in place decided not to continue with that project anymore, and the place now look abandoned.
These are the risks.
Thank you. These are the things that but in real estate, you have your land. Your land is not there.
It's already there.
It's there. It's just the appreciation rate that is slow. There's a slow scope in the appreciation rate. But however, your land is still there and you're still gaining. Your land only appreciates, does not depreciate.
You can never sell it once you bought it.
You can never. No, you can never.
That's one interesting thing about real estate.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Thank you very much, sir, for that. And which benefits more? Is it residential or commercial real estate?
Well, for me, if I have the money, I will try both. My advice to any investor that has the capital to play around with, I will advise that you go with both. Again, try the rentals, but on a very plain ground. From the word commercial itself, that commercial pays more. It pays more, but I will advise that you try both.
Why does it pay more? Why does it pay more?
Because it has anything that is commercialized has to do with something big. Again, you're getting it for the aim of making money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Getting it for the aim of making money.
income.
Yeah, it is money that is coming in. But why in the other side, one of the only places, the residential, that you can get money from is rentals. Yeah, rentals. Right now, the reason why I say try both is because we also have shortlets that are bringing in money. Now, I'm telling you, shortlets bring money. So try both. Try both. If you're an investor, please try both.
Even as a residential person, you are saving up. You're saving your money. You're no longer paying rent. So there's also gain in that.
Yes. But the gain is not compared to that of
commercial.
So that's why I say try both.
You might not, the money you use building that property for residential purpose, you might not recover it in the next few years.
You will not.
Of course, you're not recover it.
You're right. She just said it.
Saving though. You're saving yourself. You're saving some money.
The thing
Paying
is,
rent every year.
coming from a business angle,
Okay.
I'll actually go
yes. True.
I'll actually go Shell.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, sir, our question is: how fast does infrastructure impact property prices?
How fast?
Yes. It depends on the infrastructure, though. How fast does it? The prices of the property. How does it impact
of recent times, the real estate industry have been giving us back to back that we have the prices, we are over, our lands are overpriced, the houses are overpriced. So the thing is, there are no particular like yardstick to measure. Okay, this is the price. It's also in 2 months' time, in 3 months' time. It's still the infrastructure that brings about the price increase in these locations. You get what I'm saying is that just imagine places like ShopRite. Those places, the ShopRite alone in that area has been able to increase the prices of land, houses around that location. In me in particular, I know United States. I know how much land were cost at that time to get a property. Now, just imagine our fathers then. Our fathers will tell us story that then Lekki was selling for 50,000 naira. I was like, surprised you didn't buy not tell me. So that was the thing is in those times our fathers they did something, they did something that signifies something, that investment is one key thing. In those days, if our father wants to save money, what did they do? They dig the ground and bury the money under. That's to tell you that one of the safest investment on earth is health. You get, so they didn't know what they were doing, but that's to tell you that one of the places to secure your money is on planet Earth. It will always increase. And one thing we are always praying for is those infrastructures to keep coming. And Lagos is a place for investment. In fact, it's an investment hub. Like, it's a place that nobody should miss out on. Even though you're a salary earner, find a way to make yourself to invest. Go to locations that are still coming up and buy properties in those locations, and you will thank me later for doing so. Okay, so our wonderful listeners, you've heard it. Make sure you plant your money if you want it to come. I love you plant like not literally,
for the brand. It come out with multiple fruits. It will be very fruitful for you. It doesn't come out with one. It comes out more than one. So that's just what I'm trying to say.
So I would love to ask this.
Okay.
What project should investors watch out for right now?
Right now. The thing is that my body is. I'm so excited trying to tell my investors to invest into anywhere that has these connectivities of the coastal road. Please find a place and buy land. This proposed Lekki International Airport. Please secure yourself a space there, and you will thank whosoever you bought through later. That's just the truth. Let me make this simple analogy. There was a client of ours at that time. She said she bought a property along the Dangote area. She was aged when she was telling me that story. She said she bought a property for 7.5 million naira at that time. So the property, when I spoke to her, that was about 4 years ago. The property was selling for 35 million. I'm telling you, what she did was to sell half plots and she used the money to build on the other. She said, my son, this is my retirement. This is my retirement gift. So you can actually pay yourself. You can actually pay your retirement fee for yourself if you actually invest in real estate. I don't know about any other platform. This is what I am good at. And this is what I can tell you, that investment on earth is one of the most secure investment you can ever do for yourself. So invest. Invest. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
For my own personal curiosity.
Okay.
What do you think? What are the signs that a new project might be overhyped and not deliver value?
The thing is, the question is really a tough one. I won't dive deep into it.
But is it even possible?
Okay.
for a project to be overhyped and will not deliver?
Okay, the thing is, let me say this thing. So sometimes it's the intention of the developer. I might have a project that I want the project to, because of the projection I have for that project, I am placing a price. Now, what people buy most times, they buy into the vision that you give. They are not buying what it is now, because there are properties in Ekpe that is selling for 50 million naira. Yes, there are properties in Ekpe now. They are buying Ekpe for 10 years now. That's why I say I really don't want to go into it, because some of the things I'll be talking about are things that are surrounding the environment, and I don't want to get carried away. So you get what I'm saying. So when it comes to projects, I might have a good intention that this is what I want to do. So one of the things that can affect those the question that you ask is source of fund. I might have the intention that this is the way I want to do this project, but because of accessibility to funds, there's no longer money to continue the project, and before you know, those projects just linger, and you investor will feel like, this person just want to come and just eat our money and run. No, there are certain things that were supposed to be in place. There were certain things that the developer thought he was going to get, but at the long run, this thing didn't happen according to plan. Because the truth is, let me bring the Bible to you. I don't know if this is biblical. God proposed, man proposes, but God disposes. Certain things happen. There are certain things that are beyond our own imagination. Certain things are out of our own control when it comes to the industry. But the truth is, a project that has come to stay will only linger for a while, but definitely it will still. Yes,
the value will still be there.
The value will still be there. But when it comes to the price, there's truly, you are right. There are some projects. There are some projects that are overhyped, and one of the causes of that is demand. Is demand. Once there is shortage of supply and so many people on a particular property, before you know, the price goes up, and people still want to get it. So one of the things that bring about that price hike is demand. Rush. There's a rush. You get rush. Yes, everybody wants to buy. Everybody wants to do this. It happens in our time, Christmas period. Everybody wants to eat chicken. Before you know, like the price of chicken, Christmas tree and other things begin to shoot up. So those are the things that happens.
Wow. Thank you for the answer, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
So, can you give us one tip for our investors betting on new infrastructures?
Okay. The thing is, for investors, smart investors, betting on new infrastructures. The thing is, it's always good to go ahead. For those of us waiting to hear, there's a new project that is coming in a particular location. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's what real estate is all about. For those people that are not just want to hold one plot of land, for people that have the intention to resell or probably to build on it, you can go to locations. Just keep your ears open. Keep your ears open and check your rental status for new projects, new things that are coming up in certain locations. So you go ahead, buy those projects and buy those properties and wait for your returns that are coming.
Okay, thank you so much.
So that's it for today. Thanks to our guests and thanks to you who tuned in. See you on the next episode. I'm still your co-host Oluwaseun, and
I'm your host Chioma. Bye.